Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your magic moon message. This is the Peace Dealer, wearing a red shirt, moon in Leo, sun in Gemini, Artemis, RIFMC, Dreaming with Tess. Thank you guys for the donations. I woke up to a couple cash apps and a Hipsy tip. I appreciate you. All of you who show me love for my solar return and my birthday on the 11th. Thank you guys so much. I feel like this year, I don't like to share a lot of the astrology that I have. Not out of privacy, I just don't really share it, but my progressed sun is 22 degrees Cancer, conjunct my progressed Jupiter, 22 degrees Cancer, and my progressed moon is 22 degrees Aries. My progressed Saturn is 21 degrees Capricorn. I'm saying it again. My progressed sun, and then we'll get to the moon message. Progressed sun, 22 Cancer. Progressed Jupiter, 22 Cancer. Progressed moon, 22 Aries. Progressed Saturn, 21 Cap. So progressed Mercury, like 8 Leo. So I've been going through a crazy cycle. When I had the progressed full moon from Cancer to Cap 7 years ago, this is when I became Magic Mike. I moved to Las Vegas. So this is a very special period for me. I feel like nothing's going to be the same for me after this year. And it just represents 7 years of grinding, working hard. You know what I'm saying? In a field where I was told earlier I'd never come into success. I can't do this. I can't make a living do this. And you guys taught me that was a lie. You know, you guys showed me there's value in what I do. And I will always thank you guys forever for that. Turned 34 on the 11th, and yeah, everything that I did right now is a great practice of the activation of this mindset. 60 to 90 degrees, moon in Virgo will bring that real integration to begin for you to understand how your behavioral patterns are starting to integrate this new mindset. All right, coming into the full moon in Capricorn, we're going to start Cancer off with the full moon. So it's going to convert this perspective into direction and power. All right. So basically, especially if you did the new moon ceremony with us, whether you did it or not, you activated a mindset. And, you know, as people use spookism to demonize natural attributes of your own psyche, all right, when it comes to magic, you are never not performing magic. Magic makes up the essence of everything that is. The fact that you're breathing, magic. The fact that you're thinking is magic. It was through a proliferation of Roman Catholicism, postmodern, materialist, reductionist science that has gotten people to feel like there's anything negative about you using your own attributes. Just like if you were to use a toothbrush to kill someone, the toothbrush don't make you eat the toothbrush evil. It's the person who used it. Just like magic and intention. People who use magic or their will or intent to screw over people's free will is black magic. That is done all the time, not without you don't need a magic wand or to sacrifice frogs. All right, that's like a more destigmatized, you know, spookism, stereotypical look at magic that we do every day. Magic is all in your mindset. It's reinforced by your behavior. You see it through your philosophy, and you fully integrate it through your belief. As long as you have a mindset, you're performing magic. And you will always have a mindset. You will always have a series of ideas that, given the current moment, represents your mindset. So there's no one who does not practice the law of assumption. There's no one who doesn't practice magic. What we do is bring conscious light to this so that you are not being governed by your own unconscious and call it fate. All right? Comment below whoever said that before. So with that being said, the activation of this mindset from Sun in Gemini, Moon in Gemini to Moon Cancer has activated the idea and the emotion that adds depth to the idea. Now we say it with our chest to give you an idea. The affirmations that I've been using just to activate. You can use any technique. The power of the affirmation, the power of the mindset comes from you, not from visualizing or practicing repetition. I've been experimenting, because Gemini is experimentation, with just robotic affirmations. I watched a video once again of somebody who repeated affirmation for 16 hours, and that night his life changed. I have gone through experiences like that. The reason why I'm in Vegas is because I told the universe, hey, I need $1,000 while I was in El Paso so I can go see the Leo King when he had his 2016 conference here. And it was the first time I ever made $1,000, and it happened in less than 24 hours just because I set the intention. I didn't repeat it over and over and over. And so I wanted to experiment with that technique. I've had multiple experiences where I say money flows to me naturally, easily, just once or twice, and it happens within 12 hours. So that's not a spooky magic trick. It's just a natural alignment of your intention and desire and your actions. Everything in this world could be explained by science. That's what my Aquarius uncle told me when he was telling me he was the reincarnation of my great-grandfather, which would be weird, except that night I had asked in my head, I want to learn more about my great-grandfather. I want to know more about him. And then I learned that day, Aquarius is supernatural. All right, with that being said, okay, the moon in Leo is setting the courage of this mindset. The affirmations I use, let's say I'm limitless, I'm limitless, I'm limitless. Did I all of a sudden change my life overnight and I come into crazy results? Actually, yeah. But for the purpose of this example, I am just doing this for 4 days since the new moon. I've been doing it a little bit before. I have come into such a powerful realignment of how I feel inside, and I respect the subtlety of it, because a lot of what maybe I might have doubted before, a lot of my disposition, now that I'm aligning myself with this idea, which I don't have to believe, which I don't have to even feel, I'm just training my brain to take my vocabulary and tie everything back to the fact that I'm fucking limitless and my life is perfect. I can't believe my Lyft driver fucking stood me up. I've been waiting here for 30 minutes, but you know why it doesn't matter? Because my fucking life is perfect. Now, no Lyft driver stood me up, and just for example, this has worked wonders for me in a short amount of time. And now the moon in Leo is integrating the activation of this mindset by you taking this feel of how much more depth and power you add to this mindset, and say it with your chest. Do it with me. Lion roar. Roar. Sun roar. Roar. I'm limitless. And the purpose of actually enunciating and adding courage adds potency, adds strength. You're tempering the activation of this mindset. And that's where, how much of a coward are you? Yeah, it's easy to really think this mindset, but to the point with which you are inhibiting this expression because you're worried about what other people think, that's a form of black magic you're casting against yourself, where you're giving a reason to where you can't freely express your heart. This is going to weaken your intention. And you're not doing this to get something. You're doing this to break out more confidence in the expression of your word. This is Magic Crafting 101. And thankfully you have the peace dealer to guide you through this experience. Hit 3 sun roars. You're going to be Gucci today. And really maintain this attitude. This is what's going to add this passion and understanding of more courage to how you express this. The moon, Pluto and Aquarius, is bringing this extreme collective energy, collective unconscious and collective conscious energy, collective narrative in the face of your conviction to see if you fold under the pressure or you use that to break through. The moon that's going to square Uranus and Taurus is going to now integrate 90 degrees of the previous moon conjunction to Uranus, the eccentricity and unique quality of value that you bring with you on stage. So you're not suppressing it because I don't want to look weird to other people, versus incorporating it and now standing out and sticking out to the audience you've performed to. So don't shortchange yourself. Be put in a position to take the mindset that you have activated and fully strengthen it, because the moon in Leo, that will promote social activity and understanding of how, as an analogy on stage, if the new moon in Gemini was I am victorious. And then the moon in Cancer is acting, feeling like, you know what, I am victorious. See how you felt that one? Now the moon in Leo is going on stage with it. Like, is this mic on? I am victorious. Hey, shut up, loser. No, you shut up. You hear me? I will bite your face off. I'm a victorious motherfucker. That's it. That's it. And you don't have to fight and do that. If you do, and you get a little dramatic, because Leo is drama. Like, let me just be completely honest. Leo is always embroiled in drama. Every time you see something, like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West were in the news headlines when they're married, Leo composite. All right. Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion. Literally, the beef started at Leo Kylie Jenner's house. Donald Trump has the Leo rising. You can't escape drama with Leo. So, like, you know, put a little bit, like, Scorpio's the sauce, but Leo's spicy. Put a little bit of spice in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm victorious, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Add a little attitude. Add a little too. You got to put some spice on it before we get to Scorpio, and then we add the sauce. But if you don't put the spice first, is it even that saucy? You feel me? So, like, have fun. The more fun you have with this, the possible. You should ruffle people's jimmies. Who uses that phrase, by the way? Ruffled my jimmies. You should ruffle people's jimmies. Put some tood into what you're saying. The universe is gonna be like, oh, okay, she feeling herself, himself. All right, hey, co-create with. That's it. You make it fun. The universe will make it fun with you, not for, with you. And we can abstractify the universe or God to make sense of this or personify it, but really just bleed your aura into this experience and be so present. You're not worried about what's going to happen because you are the happening. Bars. That was fire. I'm going to give myself that. So the moon in Leo that's squaring Mars is bringing a footing to how you overlay this passion with the groundedness and determination of action. Mars is going to strengthen your sexual drive, and this is going to take the authentic direction you've been moving in and now add more grounding and bricks to brick to brick. It's going to add more strength to your action. And now that we've already gone through Taurus season over what values we stand on, this is just going to have you act off of those values. So a lot to look forward to. The moon in Leo is going to strengthen the final activation of this activation, meaning 0-degree conjunction moon in Gemini, 30-degree angle moon in Cancer, 60 to 90 moon in Leo. That 90-degree will happen in Virgo. And now the strength of passion. I am victorious. You hear me? Right? See how I'm saying that with my chest? Roar! We now integrate that, change our behavior. We're now understanding and analyzing details. Like, you know what? When I did say that on stage, 5 honeys looked at me. They like winked at me. I think I'm sexy. You know what I mean? So now I'm taking analyzed data and it's beginning to integrate this mindset through the moon in Scorpio. You feel me? And once again, the more fun you have with this, the better. Allow your own beliefs and thoughts to be challenged because sword sharpens sword. And this will enable you to adjust accordingly. But don't take stuff too personal. This is where if you get too caught up in your ego, you'll get too caught up in results. And be willing to adapt. All right? What are your affirmations that you're saying? I'm limitless. My whole life is perfect. Everything we do is gravy. And you can say that during the good, the bad, and the ugly, because the whole point of this isn't to force this state over yourself. The whole lesson of this is no matter what I go through in my life, I will always be me, right? This is breaking out, of course, of the dimensions that you may kind of keep yourself in. So it's like you're breaking out this dimension of, oh, I can only have good experiences. I can't have bad experiences. I only want things to be good. These are things people who ask, oh, is it good or bad? Is it going to be good or bad? Good or bad is subjective. The whole lesson is whether I'm going through the best moment of my life or whether I'm going through the most depressing moment of my life or whether I'm going through a bleh moment. In each moment, I'm perfect, bitch. I'm limitless. That's magic, okay? You're not dependent on an experience being good or bad. You make it good because you're bringing that mindset. And that's the difference between someone who is evolved spiritually or mentally and someone who is still sucking milk from their mother's titties that needs to be told, is this good? Is this bad? You're a creator. You decide that. And no matter if it's good, bad, or ugly, you remember you limitless. Y'all stay blessed as always. All right, peace.